Welcome back guys to another video. Hope you're doing great as we're back with another video we've made just for you. Before we get into today's topic, I'd like to ask you guys to please subscribe if you haven't already and ring the notification bell so that you're reminded of any new uploads. With all that out of the way, let's get into today's video. Few buildings in the world enjoy the level of recognition and fame as Dubai's prize tower, the BURJ Khalifa. Starting construction in 2004 and completed in 2009, the tower is without competition the tallest one in the whole world, and not just that, the building has millions of other facts that make it the icon it is today. And so in today's video, we'll tell you about 15 incredible things about this building. Buckle up, as it's about to get mind-blowing. 1. Dizzying heights. The first and foremost thing that makes this building so special is without a doubt its height. And standing 828 meters or 2,716 feet tall, it is surely the most important fact about it. At that height, it is 3 times as tall as the Eiffel Tower and nearly 2 times as tall as the Empire State Building. It is so revolutionary in the fact that it surpassed the previous record holder, Taipei 101, way before it was even completed. 2. Lightning rod. If you remember stuff from high school physics, you'll probably know that lightning tends to strike at the highest point in an area, and with the BURJ Khalifa being the tallest in the world, not only the city, it makes it a prime spot. But instead of trying to repeal it, the building is designed to attract electricity and pull it away from other buildings. As for itself, it simply conducts it into the ground. And as a result, it is the world's largest lightning rod. 3. Design inspiration. The at the same time simple and yet complex design of the BURJ Khalifa is now recognizable all over the world. However, its inspirations are just as interesting. Said to be inspired partially by the spiral minaret at the Great Mosque of Samarra, and with the cross-section being taken from a spider lily. 4. Costs. It would be no surprise to know that this building costs a lot of money, but just how much do you ask? Well, according to reports, the entire complex cost $1.5 billion. With the building itself taking a $1.1 billion share. But what's even more mind-boggling that the building is not the only investment but actually part of a downtown Dubai project that actually cost $20 billion. 5. Name. The name BURJ Khalifa has become a bit of a household term these days, but did you guys know that this was not what the building was always supposed to be called? The original name of the building was supposed to be Burj Dubai, but when it faced funding problems, the president of the UAE stepped in, and the building was named after him, like BURJ Khalifa, meaning Khalifa's tower. 6. It wasn't actually profitable. Something that might shock many of you is that the BURJ Khalifa is actually not a profitable building itself, with the hotel and restaurants all not being the source of revenue. Instead, the attractions surrounding it, the malls and fountains and such bring in the money, with the tower serving as a beacon for people to come there. 7. Heavy. From a distance, the tower has the appearance of a thin needle piercing the sky, part of why it's called a skyscraper. However, don't let the thin profile fool you. The building is exceptionally heavy too. Constructed on a structure of 800 million cubic feet of concrete, the aluminum used on the building alone weighs more than 5 whole A380 jumbo jets. 8. Not just the tallest building. Although obviously the tallest building and man-made structure, the building had the adjective used in more places than that, with the world's tallest observation deck, the world's tallest nightclub, and above even that, the world's tallest mosque. The latter two alone stands higher than any other building on the planet and are part of the reason why it's so attractive. 9. Cross-country views. Part of the reason why people like to be in such tall buildings is the ability to see far away. Sometimes the only reason why we climb a mountain is to get a view. And well, standing in the flat desert, the tallest building in the world provides quite a view indeed, as from the observation deck on the 143rd floor you can see not only across the city but into Iran. 10. Ramadan complications. Every year Muslims all over the world observe the fast of the holy month of Ramadan, and the opening and closing of the fast is determined by the sun setting and rising. However, due to the height of the building, the sun is visible longer than it is on the ground. And as a result, Muslim clerics have determined that they breakfast 2 minutes later than on the ground. 11. Stairs. As one of the most modern attractions in the world, the building has a complex elevator system, but that is not the only method to go up, as the building has staircases leading up as well. And the total number of stairs it takes to climb to the 160th level is a mind-blowing 2,909, and that is not all. You can actually climb much further, but you have to rely on ladders after that point. 12. Visible from far, far away. It is no surprise that the tallest building by far in the city and a landscape without any large mountains will be visible from afar. However, the building is so tall that it can actually be seen from 95 miles away. And that is not all, it is so far away in fact that the curvature of the earth comes into play and you actually start by seeing only the tip with the tower coming into view gradually as you move toward it. 13. Temperature. At its height the building starts to bend natural conventions, as unlike most buildings which have the same barrage of heat all over, the BURJ Khalifa has a temperature difference of 10 degrees from the bottom as compared to the top. And that is because as we move up the atmosphere starts to thin, causing a drop in temperature. As a result, the building saves money on air conditioning by simply circulating air from on high. 14. 6 world records. When the building opened in 2010, it didn't only break one single record, the most obvious one being the height, but a bunch of others too. Among the biggest of them are its records of the most stories in the world, with 163 levels, the highest occupied floor, the highest open observatory, the longest single-length elevator, and the world's tallest service elevator. With that done guys, it's time to wrap up the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to leave a like down below and I'll see you guys in the next one.